Bye. Have a great time.
I hope all of y'all are having a good day. ADR, this is King Black, and I titled this video Even More Common Sense Social Media Tips. And this video is coming about because recently I've been seeing and hearing about a lot of news where people end up snitching on themselves on this Instagram and this Facebook when you aren't living right. And if you aren't living right, you got no business snitching on yourself. I mean, it's one thing you're doing your own thing and you end up getting caught some other way. But when you start posting or bragging about what you're doing, all you're doing is drawing attention to yourself when suspicion may not have even fallen on you. So I'm going to go through these tips right quick. Number one, you got to keep in the back of your mind that whatever you post, law enforcement can gain access to via fake profiles, subpoenas. It's not that hard for law enforcement to legally or even illegally gain access to your account or information about you. Number two, be conscious of what kind of information you are sharing on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, since it can make the rounds in your community. You know, if you're going to be sharing information that can serve as identifiers for you, and you got people who you aren't on friendly terms with, you got to keep in mind that they're going to find you a whole lot easier this way. Number three, if any of you are involved in crime, which you shouldn't be, but if you are, don't be snitching on yourself. Common sense. People posting pics with loot is a big example. People who have committed robberies and they're showing off the money, or they're bragging about the phone they stole or whatever. It's just this whole generation of sharing everything online, man. It's gonna get you in trouble. And many people will commit crimes also just for the gram, just to show off. It ain't worth it. Number four, you should only really be adding people you really know in real life to your personal social media profile. You got to keep your circle as small as possible. With each new person that you add, that's another variable, another set of eyes, and anybody they choose to share it with, um, that they can see your information or whatever you choose to share with your friends. Number five, don't overreact because of a post you read. It is the quickest way to get caught up for something that is not worth it. And this one applies to any haters that you got, anybody who's threatening you online. You can't take anything too serious and act upon that with a provocation. You're just going to get yourself in trouble. Number six, don't worry about stunning for the gram. You got to live for you. There's too many people, too many hungry people looking for a quick meal. Meaning all of that jewelry that you floss on Instagram, all of those wads of cash, you have a set of eyes, somebody who may know you or be looking for you to for them to add that to their collection, for them to add that to their repertoire. You know what I'm saying? And number seven, just stick to common sense. You had to be mature about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Many people will fail to realize that the internet can bring real consequences to your life. If you're out here freaking snorting cocaine on Instagram, don't be surprised if the DEA starts knocking on your door. You know, and even if you are in a state where cannabis is legal and you're posting pictures smoking weed, and believe me, you got these law enforcement agencies that don't care. You have to remember, on a federal level, this stuff is still illegal. You know, you have to keep in mind and bear in mind that if you go out and you have family around you, people might recognize you for the pics you put up. And if they want what you got, they're gonna try you. So you gotta be ready, Eddie.